Okay, student, we have completed sum number 1 for share capital. Now we have to see sum number 2. The example and the solution, both of the PDF given to your class teacher. I think you have received it. Now from the PDF we have to start sum number 2. Okay, now I read. Focus on that. A Limited makes a public issue of 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, company issued 1 lakh equity share, each of rupees 10 at a discount of rupees 1 per share, payable as under. It means company gives discount in this sum. Okay, on application and allotment rupees 3. In this particular sum, amount of application and allotment are combined. Okay, in previous sum the different kind of process we have considered, like from the amount of application and for the allotment amount. Okay, in this sum both of are combined. One second call 4 rupees and first call 4 rupees and second call 2 rupees. એટલે જુદા જુદા હપ્તામાં એ રકમ મંગાવે છે, બરાબર. એપ્લિકેશન અને એલોટમેન્ટ સાથે છે, ફર્સ્ટ અને સેકન્ડ કોલની અમાઉન્ટ મંગાવે છે. સુનિલ હોલ્ડિંગ 1000 શેર્સ ડઝ નોટ પે સેકન્ડ કોલ. One holder Sunil does not pay amount for second call. His shares were forfeited after second call. Out of these forfeited shares, 500 shares are reissued as fully paid at rupees 5 per share. So company forfeit 1000 shares and reissue only 500 shares. So there is a difference between all these forfeited shares and reissue. Okay, તો આ જ્યારે આપણે ફોરફિટની એન્ટ્રી આપીએ ત્યારે એમાં જોવાનું છે. બાકી નોર્મલ પહેલાં આપણે એની એપ્લિકેશન એલોટમેન્ટની અમાઉન્ટ, પછી ફર્સ્ટ કોલ અને સેકન્ડ કોલ, તો એની કેલ્ક્યુલેશન જોઈએ. Application and allotment. In this particular sum, both the kinds of amount are together. Okay. Now, first of all, rupees 3 rupees is considered. Okay, 3 rupees. 1 lakh due amount, 1 lakh equity share into 3 rupees, it means 3 lakh. Okay, now due and received. Why it is received 3 lakh? Because company also gives discount of rupees 1 per share. Okay, so now discount 1 lakh into 1 rupees, it means 1 lakh. Total 4 lakh. When we consider the journal entry, so both these kind of entry that we have to consider the amount due and received as well as the discount amount given by company. Now, second number, first call. So what is the amount for first call? Number 4 rupees. Okay. Okay, so due amount 4 rupees into 1 lakh, it means 4 lakh, and received as it is 4 rupees into 1. See, here we have to consider one particular thing, that in first call and second call there is a difference. In first call the due amount and received amount are same, because there is no particular holder who is not paying the amount of call. Okay, but it is difference in the second call. સેકન્ડ કોલમાં એવું થશે કે એક વ્યક્તિ એમાઉન્ટ પે નથી કરતો, બરાબર. હિયર વી હેવ ટુ મેન્શન ઇન ધ પેરેગ્રાફ that the Sunil is one holder, that he is not pay 1000 શેર્સ એમાઉન્ટ ઓફ સેકન્ડ કોલ. બરાબર, તો એ સેકન્ડ કોલમાં એની એન્ટ્રી આપણે લેવાની. એટલે સેકન્ડ કોલ, ઓકે, ડ્યુ એમાઉન્ટ 2 rupees into 1 lakh, it means 2 lakh. It means company has called up amount of rupees 2 lakh for second call, but company received 1 lakh less than the 2 lakh. Okay, it means received 1 lakh minus 1000, it means 99,000. So how can we get 99,000 shares amount? Okay, so total amount was 1 lakh that company issued minus one holder Sunil, or any kind of holder who does not pay the amount of second call. That's why we have to deduct from this amount into 2, it means 1,98,000. So here is the difference between due amount and received amount. See, in first call due amount 4 lakh and the received amount is also 4 lakh, because the person is giving totally amount to the company. બધા રૂપિયા કંપનીને મળે છે. But in second call the due amount and the received amount both are different, because one holder does not pay on 1000 equity shares. Okay, એટલે આ જે છે એ ડિફરન્સ છે. હવે કંપની જે શેર ફોરફિટ કરે છે એ આને ફોરફિટ કરે છે. કંપની ફોરફિટ 1000 શેર્સ આફ્ટર ધ સેકન્ડ કોલ. એટલે આ તમારો સેકન્ડ કોલ કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયો. હવે તમે એને ફોરફિટ કરશો એન્ડ કંપની રીઇશ્યુ ઓનલી 500 ઇક્વિટી શેર્સ. ઇટ મીન્સ કંપની ફોરફિટ 1000 શેર્સ એન્ડ રીઇશ્યુ 500 શેર્સ. ઓકે, તો હવે એની જર્નલ એન્ટ્રી આપણે જોઈ લઈએ. નંબર 3, ફોરફિટ. Okay, so Emma, see, as we have mentioned in the theoretical portion when we meet in Google Meet, so when you forfeit the shares, share capital is going to debit. Generally it has credit balance. Okay, share capital account 10 rupees into 1000, it means 10,000. Okay, so it is considered as share capital. Here, what kind of amount that company has received from the different kind of shareholders? See, we have considered here 3 rupees on application and allotment, and first call we have considered 4 rupees. It means 4 rupees, 4 and 3 rupees, total 7 rupees that one shareholder has given. The shareholder has not paid the amount, it is on only second call. So we can say that it is considered as the amount on application, allotment and first call is given by one particular holder. Okay, so it is considered as share forfeit account. Okay, any amount received by company by holder, it is considered as share forfeited account. Okay, જે જમા થાય ને એ તમારે ફોરફિટમાં લેવાની. Okay, now amount is remaining for which call? So second call. So the considered as share second call account. ₹2 into 1000, it means 2000. Okay, now we are in the part of forfeiting of shares. So we have to consider one thing, that while we making forfeiture of shares, the entry is normally adverse from the real one. Okay, જે ઓરિજિનલ હોય એની કરતાં આપણે ઊંધી આપવાની. So we have considered over here that capital has a generally credit balance, but we have to make it debit balance while we are forfeiting the shares. Same way, company giving discount to the shareholders. So generally discount has debit balance, but when we are forfeiting the shares, at that time discount is have credit balance. Okay, so share discount account 1 rupees into 1000, it means 1000. So the amount of debit and credit is equal. If it is not equal, something definitely mistake by us. જોઈ અહીંયા આપણે એકાઉન્ટમાં જોવાનું છે કે તમારી એમાઉન્ટ બે ઇક્વલ થાય છે કે કેમ. ક્લિયર? Now we have fourth portion, reissue. Okay, so here we have mentioned that only 500 shares are reissued at fully paid up 5 rupees per share. Total share price is 5, and how many shares are reissued? 5 rupees. Okay, so when you issue shares, it means you have received money. So money received at that time, bank account debit. Okay, bank account debit 5 rupees into 500 shares, that 2500. Okay, 1 rupees is company having a discount to the debenture shareholders. See, it is not mentioned over here that company had also given discount at the time of reissue. It is not clearly mentioned at every time of sum. That we have to understand all this focus, that at a time of original issue, it is known as original discount is also included at the time of reissue. Okay, that particular point we have to consider in mind. બરાબર? એટલે જે મૂળ ઇસ્યુ કરતી વખતે આપ્યું હોય ને એ તમારે વળી પાછું રીઇસ્યુમાં ધ્યાનમાં લેવું પડે. સો ડિસ્કાઉન્ટ એકાઉન્ટ ડેબિટ 1 rupees into 500, it means 500. Okay, we have considered here discount account credit side because we were forfeiting the shares. Now we are reissuing the shares. At a time, discount will be debited as is original way. Okay, now what is the difference? 5 and 1, and the total 6 rupees. Okay, and the original base price of the equity share is rupees 10. So the difference is 4 rupees. The difference at the time of reissue considered as the share forfeit account. Into 5, it means 2000. Okay, we have also seen here that when we are forfeiting the shares, share capital account will be debited, but at a time of reissuing all those particular shares, the share capital will be credited as it normal way. It means the total amount of debit side and credit side will be equal, otherwise it is not proper. Okay, so બે equal થઈ જવી જોઈએ. So here is the first part of the our calculation, and the last calculation that we have to consider, that the amount of forfeited share transferred to capital reserve in the second part. Okay, and we will also continue with the journal entry of the remaining portion of the sum. Okay.